Search for those of us who might want to work at a major label. Maybe we're not an artist. We want to literally be behind the scenes. Can you, as short as you can, give us your story of how you got to work at So So Def and how long you've been working there?
All right. Well, my story is like I was a basketball player. Like, you know, I was like music was like my love though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, always listening to music. Like every mixtape that came out. Like, I'm from New York, so every mixtape that came out, like I always had a love for music. And then I decided to leave New York and move to Atlanta to go to Clark Atlanta University. And when I moved there, Mace had just retired from rap, and he was attending Clark Atlanta University. So we was on a basketball team together, and you know, we was the only ones from New York. It was, you know, all down south people. So we hit it off. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he was doing his preacher thing or whatever. So then when he came back with the Welcome Back album, he reached out to me like, yo, you know what I mean, I want you to, you know, be my assistant or whatever. So that was my introduction to the game. And then from there, you know, I helped him, and I was in the studio with him every night and just constantly being with him. Met a lot of people, learned the game, and you know, I started managing producers and songwriters. And then I would always see Jermaine out, like all the time, because he goes out as much as I go out, like, you know what I mean? So I would always see him. So he was just like, yo, what do you do? Like, I see you everywhere. Like, in the VIP, you right next to me. Like, what do you do? And I told him, like, yo, I got songwriters, producers. So I end up, one of my producers he signed him. And he was like, yo, I like your hustle. Like, I want you to work for me. And that's how I got the,
You got hip-hop, you know, and let's say it's a New York-based hip-hop artist. And he comes out the game, sells 15, 20,000 units, I'm gonna jump on that.
Okay.
Because it's hard as hell for anything New York to come out and sell anything if it ain't Jay-Z or 50 Cent. Mm-hmm. You know, if you got somebody from out of Florida, you know, who's doing it right now and they selling 20,000 units, I'm still gonna go run after them right now. Okay. You know.
And notice he didn't say nothing about how good or bad the music is. That's irrelevant.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, it's already proven what it is.
Okay. Now, for those of us that have questions, we're going to do this a lot differently than we did on the last one. We're going to have you come up here. When you come up here, I'm going to ask that you state your name and that you have one question, and that the question is specific. I am very much into self-promotions, but for respect of time, please don't plug yourself. I will plug you if your question is awesome. I will. I will plug you throughout this conference. We're going to open this up in just a few moments because I believe that your questions are really the most important thing.
I kid. The 360 deal, like any of y'all right now, if y'all go to get a deal nowadays, they're going to hit you with a 360. There's no getting away around it or whatever. The 360 deal has been glamorized through the Live Nation deals that Jay-Z, Madonna, and them have done. But it's not always a glamorous thing because the labels have, in my opinion, have yet to prove that they do what's warranted of a 360 deal for a new signed artist. What it basically means is 360, y'all know what that means, right? Everybody know what 360 as far as all the way around? They want a piece of everything now. You know, back in the day, they used to have contracts where they would get, like way back in the days, that they would get a piece of merchandise and tour and all that type of stuff way back. That stuff started to stop once people started to educate themselves on the business. You didn't get publishing, you didn't get, all that stuff wasn't in contracts. All you got was the right to put out the records and eat off that. Now they're trying to go back to that. And as a manager, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of squeezing you out a little bit sometimes because what happens is the artists, at the end of the day, y'all got to count your money. So you start saying, well, damn, labels getting this piece of this, when they only used to get this, and I got to give my management a piece of this. So a lot of managers were like really shook or nervous about it. The good ones, you know what I'm saying, they don't tend to worry about it because they're going to eat regardless. But